Okay, so in this video we're checking out Drone Mask. This is a product intended for those of you guys that fly DJI camera drones. Like for example, here I've got the Air 2S, and for those other type of drones that use smartphones. This is a box style goggle that will let you put your smartphone in there and give you that sort of immersive FPV experience. Mainly, I think this is a good product for those of you that are using your controllers, with the phone up here on top, for example. On this controller, you put the phone in here, and I would typically use something like this product here, like a sunshade. So on sunny days, it's a little bit harder to see the screen, even though on my phone it's a pretty bright screen. On really bright sunny days, it's hard to see the screen, even with a sunshade on something like this. So this product solves that problem in addition to giving you that immersive FPV experience. And I think for those of you that want to fly without having to deal with, trying to find shade, for example, this is going to be really good for that. So Drone Mask, they did send out an extra one here for a giveaway. So thank you to Drone Mask for sponsoring a giveaway here on this video. There'll be more details on instructions on how to enter the giveaway for this if you want to win this as a prize. A little bit later on in the video, so make sure you don't miss that. Otherwise, if you just leave a random comment down in the video comment section, you probably won't win because you'll miss some important instructions. So make sure you wait till the end of the video to get all the details on how to enter properly. All right, so let's go ahead and open up this box and let's see what we got inside. So this is actually, this product designed in Norway, and from what I've been told, this is a pretty nice product. So it comes in this bag. So this side here, got this nice bag. There's some silica gel. You don't want to, throw that away. You get a little thank you card, it looks like. A little story about the company. You get some instructions, a little instruction manual. Should be pretty straightforward. I'll if I know anything that's important, I'll let you know. And nothing else in the box. So this little bag here is like a canvas bag. It's all right. It's nothing like, doesn't feel cheap or anything like that, but it's nothing super nice either. All right, so inside here we got some more of this silica gel to keep the goggle nice and dry. And so this is the goggle itself. It's got a typical head strap here, a third strap at the top of the head, and then obviously two on each side. Nothing too amazing there. It looks pretty typical. You got a little cleaning cloth for the lens, and that's important because this uses a special lens, and this is what makes this product kind of unique. There's a lot of these VR style goggles. They'll have two sets of lenses, and then you'll have to have a special app or something that will split the screen and actually reduce your resolution of your video in half. But this doesn't do that. It uses a special lens that actually takes the whole screen and combines it in a way that you don't get like a headache, I guess. It's basically, it doesn't require you to split up the screen for each eye. You get to see the whole image. And I heard it's actually it looks really huge. So I guess you'll see my first impressions a little bit later in the video. But yeah, this lens looks pretty hefty. I think it's glass. I'm not 100% sure. It might be plastic. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look it up. If I know what it is, I'll put it up on the screen here. You've got it's a fixed angle for the face. So this isn't adjustable. Let me see if my glasses will fit in here. So my glasses will fit into the openings. It's a pretty wide opening. Through wondering if glasses will work. I think it'll probably work for me for both glasses and no glasses. It's a nice soft foam here. So it's like a spongy material with a cloth cover for the part that touches your face. And it looks like it's held on with a little bit of Velcro. Yeah, so there's a little bit of Velcro here holding it on. So that's pretty normal. There's a little like knob here in the bottom that locks and unlocks. Okay, yeah, it's just, I think this locks the frame here so that you can expand it. And this is so that if you're using glasses, you can get proper focus. It's a bit stiff. Okay, so that is about the maximum level of extension. And then of course this goes all the way in. This material that is on the outside of the goggle is kind of canvas type material, cloth, pretty nice. I think it's something that's going to last probably a long time, really. Got a zipper here, and with some nice plastic zipper pulls. This is to open up the front. And here's what it looks like. So this is your phone holder here. A couple straps and some elastic. So this will stretch out. And this will fit most phones, even most really large ones. So this is my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. All right, so this is what it looks like here. I have a phone case on mine, so you might want to take that off, but I think it just barely fits in here. Let's see if I can close this up. All right, so it does close. And you can kind of see my phone in there. There's the clock on the lock screen. Looks nice and dark in there. Obviously, you need a little bit of a space here for the cord to come out. And you need an extra long cord. So I'm just going to use my USB-C to USB-C cable that came with the phone. So your phone probably will come with something similar that will connect to the controller. So on this controller here, for example, there'll be a USB-C connection here at the top. So we're going to unplug the existing cable, plug in the extra long cable so you can obviously have the controller in your hand and then the goggle up on your head. And you'll need probably something, and this is I think about 3-foot cable, so that should do it. Something to note is that where these hooks are that are holding the phone in place, it happens to be on mine where the power button is. So some phones might have some issues with the placement of the holding mechanism. So something you should be aware of. If your power button is kind of in the middle here, you may want to look into whether or not this will work for you. So something I noticed here on this part, there's a piece of Velcro, and you can actually, it's like a window, so you can, let's open this up here. And then I think for this window here is for where the camera goes. So on some phones, the camera will come out like this. And I'm sure it's probably for some kind of VR application, augmented reality, I think is what they call it. So you use the camera and then you'll see your environment, and then you can interact with it through the phone's camera. So I think that's why they have this on here. But I think for the purposes of the drone, I'm going to keep this like this and not going to let any light leak through the back end of the phone here with this. Just leave the cover on here with this little Velcro patch. Okay, but just looking at the inside here, so inside here is like a black cloth, obviously to prevent any reflections or light to bounce around. But you have this plastic shell here that the lens is actually, and the back part is actually being held on. And let's see if we can get a good look at that. So that's all part of the I guess the focusing or the viewing mechanism for the lens. That it's all part of this uniqueness of this product. And so let's see here. Let's take this all out. Gets out of the way, and then you can see from this side. This is what it would look like, obviously, with just looking at the lenses, no phone in the way. Okay, so I got the DJI Fly app on here with the Air 2S. Broadcasting some video, and I have it connected via this cable to the controller. Let's see, obviously I have the phone out like this. I'm gonna go ahead and zip this up and we'll see what this looks like. And yeah, it's it's gonna be hard to tell what it's gonna look like in the goggles, but to kind of give you an idea, put the camera right up in here, and it's not really focusing that well because of the lens. Let me see, go ahead. I'll just go ahead and try it out real quick here. It's just a quick test. Basically, with the goggle collapsed, basically not stretched out, I can't use my glasses. So I think you have to pull this apart to use your glasses. Okay, so once I've stretched the goggle out like this, I can focus now with my glasses on. And basically, in a nutshell, it just looks like a giant TV screen. Super sharp image, of course, because most of these smartphones have very high resolution screens. So it's quite a bit of a different experience compared to just flying it through the phone on top of the controller, where basically the screen's kind of small. So in this experience, it's super large. So I'll go ahead and I'll take this out to the field, and I'll also give you my impressions actually flying this around. So one of the things that I've just discovered in trying to set this up is putting your phone inside the goggle. You don't have access to the touch screen, so I usually take off the drone with a button press on the screen and a tap and hold, but this time I'm going to have to use the sticks to actually take the drone off. And like, for example, certain things like camera settings aren't accessible unless you're using the touchscreen, so you have to set those up before you take off, so something to keep in mind. Another thing you need to do is turn on the maximum screen brightness on your screen and turn off the adaptive brightness setting so that the screen doesn't go dark when it's inside the goggle. Alright, so let's try and take it off with just the sticks. And I'm getting a notification on the screen, and now I got to take the goggle off. Alright, let's try that again. Take off with the sticks. Throttle up. Alright, so just my impressions here. Yeah, the screen is nice and huge, of course. Looks actually pretty amazing. And I'm out here under no shade whatsoever in the sun. You can see all the details of the screen. Obviously, the major downside is that I can't use the touchscreen. Alright, I'm going to just record some video. I'm recording on my screen as well. I just want to record some video. I just have some manual settings with an ND filter here that I set up previously. Yeah, the screen is actually gigantic. You have to actually kind of look around with your eyes to see everything on the screen. And everything's nice and clear. The lens is nice and sharp. No blurriness. I do have the focus adjustment all the way out. And I have my glasses on. And it is working great. No complaints. Just make sure you turn off your adaptive screen brightness. Alright, so let's try to do a little bit of close flying here near me. Bring it down. Okay, too close to me. But yeah, it feels like I'm flying with like the DJI FPV goggles, the super high resolution screen, of course. No issues whatsoever. Alright, well that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you in the next one.